let's address something really quick.
Sure.
Because if we should, because not, we talk about the latest news and whatnot, and this guy's a
Yes.
friend of ours. The mob has come for Joe Rogan, and I'm not sure how long you know Joe for. I
Almost
know
30
Joe-
years.
How long?
Almost 30.
Yeah, so I know him 20. I know him since 2001. Yeah. So, anybody that knows him knows he's a genuine guy
Yeah.
and knows that he's a good guy. He's a good guy, and I believe that if anybody had any content out there for however long there is, you could cut things up to make a guy look anyway.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure they could do that with your shows from back in the day. They could do that from anybody.
Any, especially a comic or podcaster who's been talking long enough. Yeah.
Anybody, even anybody, pro wrestlers from The
Yeah.
Rock to whoever, they could examine anybody and say things that might have been taken out of context or just downright wrong and whatever. Just not maybe you slipped, you just said something that came out wrong, or they can cut it up to make it look a certain way. But at the end of the day, what is the agenda here? Why are you trying to? What are we? We're trying to assassinate somebody's character for what? Why is are people feeling threatened?
And they don't like him. Matt, they don't like him. They don't like what he's saying, and they want him silenced. That's it. There's no higher reason. They just don't like him, so they have to tell themselves he's dangerous or awful. It's bullshit.
The problem is, Jimmy, he reaches 5 times the audience or more than they do. So
Yeah.
the people, he has, 5 times the audience, and then they just want whatever they want to put out to be. That's it. Nobody
That's it.
challenges.
That's right.
So I don't think he even. I don't believe Joe Rogan wants the controversy at all.
No, he doesn't.
He just likes to follow up. He has people on that he thinks interesting, and he goes over the things he wants to go over, man. And otherwise, he's just fucking around, drinking beer and smoking weed on his thing. Leave the guy alone. I don't know, dude. It makes me sick. It just makes me sick because you see what they're trying to do.
But also,
They're trying to go, look, he's a bad person. Look what he said. Look what he did.
this is a positive
You're only
too,
a
Matt.
fool, Jimmy. If anybody, somebody's a fool if they believe in that, and somebody's a downright disgusting person if they were friends with him and then they go, oh, I seen that. Oh man, you're right. He might be really. Do you think he's bad? Why? You're afraid somebody to come after you?
Right.
Disgusts me, Jimmy.
This is a positive, and I've been talking about him on the radio show in the morning as well. This is a positive in a way, though, because Spotify so did the right thing by standing by Joe. So Spotify should also be commended because they're under tremendous pressure. He did not, his own babyish employees were whining about Joe. The Spotify CEO did not get rid of Joe. Neil Young and his nonsense didn't get rid of Joe. This other clip where things are taken out of context didn't get rid of Joe. So Spotify deserves credit too for standing by him.
I mean, listen, I feel bad and I don't feel bad. Joe's got fuck you money. There's no Joe going away. Joe can't, if Joe, something happens with him and Spotify, it's not like, oh my goodness, is he going to be homeless? No, dude, the guy is beyond fine. He has his family, he has his friends, he has people that love him. He's the type of guy that I feel he could always just go, you know what, I'll just go do my comedy. Like he could just go do that.
And do arenas.
And he could do a podcast. He could do anything the guy wants to do. So there's he's too big to get canceled. It's just not happening. So they should just fuck off, because nobody's abandoning the guy. And if anybody did abandon a guy, I would look at that guy. I would look at the guy or the person, whoever it is, who's 1 second with him, and then, oh, you're right, maybe he's bad. Oh, really? Maybe I shouldn't be too keen on you.
Right.
If you're such a fucking, fair weather friend, so to speak.
Right, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, it makes me sick, Jimmy.
It's very annoying. But I had texted Joe that day and he's fine. You know what I mean? Like he's hanging in there okay.
It's gotta suck being the most fucking popular guy in the world. Like
it is. Oh, yeah, no, be for Joe. Yeah. Sorry. Cut that out. That was my ego.
I'll tell you, he probably doesn't want it. I guarantee that you don't want to be that. You don't want to be
yes, I do.
Do you want to be, Jimmy?
Why not?
Honestly, would you want to be as popular as? Don't you think? And I'm not saying I'm as popular as you, but I'm saying, don't you think? Like, personally, I think I got
yeah
enough. I got enough to like be humble enough to be like, oh, that's nice. He wants a picture. But it's not overbearing.
Right. You can still go out to dinner and not be fucking mobbed. Yes, exactly.
Dude, I'm going to the supermarket. I'm not that guy. Well, actually, I'm not. I don't.
I could go to dinner in the comedy club after I work it and not get bothered for a picture.
That's not true.